hear me out. I like to collect things. What if you collected a sick toothbrush swag? And you can do so here at the Smile Grove Dentistry because they're having a fall sale where they're 20% off of all treatment packages from now until October 15th. So if you really want your teethies checked into, you can tell your parents you ate way too much candy way before Halloween and you have to get them checked in advance. And then you'll be an established patient here. So that when you eat too much candy, you can come back. Uh-oh. What flavor of the toothpaste? That's a fantastic question. One moment. We will find you that answer, okay? You ask your mom, that's good. Hi, Cece, welcome in. You like strawberry? I bet you a coconut toothpaste would be real good. Yummy. We're gonna get the scoop. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Hey, Jane, welcome in. If I missed you, welcome in. And if you crashed and you're just coming back, welcome back. If you were looking for where to get a craft, you can message Miss Soleil directly, and she'll get you a craft, Annie, okay? And I can't hear you on mic. I'm sorry. You have a dot, though. For those just coming in, Miss Soleil said they have a variety of flavors here when it comes to their teeth paste flavors, since we're calling it teeth paste now. Bubblegum, berries, Takis, mint, wildberry, eucalyptus and honey, lavender mint, and more. Bubblegum, right? I would like to smell the Taki one. But the wild berry is probably what I'm going to go with. You know why? Wild berry Skittles, right? They are so delicious. I like them better than the original and the smoothie Skittles. Takis, right. Spicy paste. Wild thornberries, maybe. Yes, tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell your parents. Oh, thank you. We're telling them what? We're telling them Smile Dentistry, Smile Grove Dentistry has 20% off all treatment packages until 10/15. And you know what? I'm going to put that in local. Boom. Oh, and you can see it on the poster too. My right, which is technically your left, next to the books. I had a whole look around here. This place is huge. The dentistry place is huge. I've never seen a dentist before in SL. I don't know about y'all. They have like a photo op place with a giant thing of toothpaste and a toothbrush and a swing and some lights, and the rooms are themed, and it's very cool. If I would recommend that you take a look around. You're gonna love it. It's very neat for role play. Hi, Jane. Hey, baby angel. Welcome in, you guys. It's good to see you both. Hi, Saint. Bye, Saint. Our first book of story time. Oh, wait, I forgot. Who am I? Okay, it's me. Yes, Miss Red the Frog Lady, and I run Ribbit Readings. LOL, how Ribbit Reading. Because I'm getting it, because I'm a frog. Okay, and I'm here today to read to you all while you craft, eat, snack. Maybe you're going to have a little nap. Who knows? Maybe you're puzzling. I don't know. You could be gaming. Nice to meet you too. I'm seeing so many new faces and familiar faces. I love it. This is awesome. our first, you're jigsawing, yes, our first book to really get us into the fall vibes, right? Because that's what we're all about. We've already picked out our Halloween costumes, or maybe we haven't yet. That's okay. Maybe by the end of today's story time, we'll have a better idea of what we want to be. And I think that will happen, like Mira was saying, when we look to the leaves with summer green to autumn gold, uncovering leaves, hidden colors by Mia Posa. I'm a, I'm a scoot this back a smidge. Oh, my beans. Ah, there we go. I'm sorry about the pages, Ellie. Oh, you can see real big. What kind of leaves do you see in the summer? Well, we have honey locust, red maple, linden, aspen, willow, bur oak, sugar maple, ginkgo, paper birch, silver maple, white oak, black walnut, sweet gum, dogwood, elm, cottonwood, and ash. That's a lot of summer leaves, and they range from many different shades of greens and yellows. From emerald to jade and every shade in between, summer leaves fill the world with green. The secret to their green color is found deep inside each leaf. Let's take a look. Tiny parts in the leaf are called cells, and they hold even tinier parts called chloroplasts. And inside the chloroplast is something called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment or color, and it is what makes leaves green. On the diagram, you can see the individual cells and then the chloroplast with the chlorophyll. Very neat. Besides making plants green, chlorophyll has a job to do. It helps make food for trees and other green plants as well. When the sun shines on the plant's leaves, chlorophyll collects some of its energy, and that energy combines with water from the ground and gas from the air to make food, the food that helps the plant grow. The green chlorophyll is also hiding something. It's covering up other colors inside the leaf. Orange and yellow pigments hide beneath the bright green. All through the warm summer, they wait. What do you think they're waiting for? Hmm. It's fall, y'all. Slowly, summer creeps towards fall. The air cools and the night grows longer. These changes tell the trees it is time to get ready for winter. Brr. The burr months. That's right. The growing season for trees is over. The leaves stop making their food. They don't need chlorophyll anymore. The chlorophyll slowly disappears and the leaves' green color fade away with it. Now that hidden yellow and oranges are finally revealed. And then some leaves even turn fiery red, deep purples, or bright pink. These bright colors form inside the leaf as the weather begins to cool. Other leaves have brown pigments hidden inside. As the chlorophyll fades, these leaves turn brown. Ah. Many leaves have mixtures of yellow, orange, red, and brown pigments. The world is a rainbow of scarlet and orange, burgundy and gold. Soon, the stems of the leaves start to separate from the tree. The wind blows them loose. They drift to the ground, piling up. The fallen leaves feed the forest floor. They break down and become part of the soil. They become food and shelter for insects, snails, and worms. The bare trees sleep through the winter. This is their resting time. In spring, fresh leaves sprout from awakening buds, full of chlorophyll and filling the world with green again. Different kinds of leaves. The trees in this book, whose leaves change color and fall off every year, are called deciduous trees. Their leaves are soft and too fragile to survive the freezing winter. The stems of the leaves seal off to protect the tree from dying out and from infection, and in doing so, the leaves are released. Some trees, called evergreens, keep most of their leaves all year long. Evergreens such as pine and spruce trees have hardy needle-like leaves with a protective waxy coating that helps them survive the cold of winter, like our Christmas trees. Yeah, you heard her, Annie. That's my dog, Ella. She had a lot to say about the leaves right now, the wind as well, and just nature in general. Welcome back, Saint. The pigments in nature. The pigments that give leaves their vibrant orange and yellow fall colors are called carotenoids. Carotenoids are found all over the planet world. The plant world. They are what makes carrots and pumpkins orange and bananas, corn, and daffodils bright yellow. Red and purple leaf colors are made by anthocyan pigments, and anthocyanins also make apples red, and from the reds, pinks, purples, and blues of flower petals. They form that. Brown colors in leaves are made by tannins, and in the early fall, the tannins interact with the carotenoid and the anthocyan pigments to create the golds, burgundies, and rich coppers in the leaves, such as oaks. Later in the fall, the orange, yellow, and red pigments fade out of the leaves, leaving only the brown tannins. Some or all of these pigments may be present in a single leaf. They combine and interact to form the vibrant spectrum of fall colors. Fall colors around the world. Fall leaves are the most vibrant in regions of the world that have 4 distinct seasons. In areas where the weather doesn't turn cold, leaves may fall but usually don't change in color. The types of trees in the area determine the color and the intensity of its fall leaves. For instance, the forests of the northeast United States contain many maple trees that produce vibrant reds. Aspen trees of the Rocky Mountains produce mainly bright yellows. From fall to fall, colors can change. Colors and brilliance of leaves on a particular tree may vary from year to year. The brightnesses of the pigments can be affected by the weather. Autumn weather with lots of bright sunny days and cool, crisp nights will produce the brightest fall leaves. The red and purple anthocyan pigments need sunlight in order to form. So your cloudy fall may not produce many bright reds. A very dry summer may delay the leaves turning, or they may even fall before they have the chance to turn. Freezing fall temperatures will destroy the leaves' ability to form red and purple anthocyan pigments. Factors that affect leaf colors can create different colors even on the same tree. The side of a tree that gets the most sunlight will then have the brightest red tree. Now we know summer green to autumn gold and uncovering the leaves' hidden colors and their true meanings. The end. I feel very knowledgeable about trees now. I don't know about you, but hopefully you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, everybody just coming in. Welcome to Smile Grove Dentistry. It's me, Miss Red, and I'm reading stories today. If you would like to craft while you listen, you can message Miss Soleil and she will give you a craft. Don't know who that is? Don't worry, fam. I got you. This be her. You can shoot her a message. She'll give you a craft. Hi, Elise. Welcome in. Hi, Delilah. I'm excited to see you both.
Hi.
We were talking earlier about our teeth, right? Because our teeth are very important, especially when we go to chew candy. Hi, Joella, welcome in. And we were talking about how Smile Grove Dentistry is doing a 20% off on all their treatments here from now until October 15th. So if you want to have a really cool role play experience, see some really pretty exam rooms, take cool pictures, bring your mom, your brother, your aunt, your siblings, the whole family, come and get swag teeth brushes. Let me tell you. Oh, and we learned some really cool things about the flavors of toothpaste here. I just want y'all to be aware that you're not going to have to stick with regular mint if you don't want to stick with regular mint, right? There are so many flavors of toothpaste that I didn't even know existed until right now. Talking about Taki flavor, mint, wild berry, strawberry, bubblegum, eucalyptus and honey, lavender mint, and more. You know, cotton candy may very well be on that list. That's a great question. Probably. That could be in the and more. Yeah, we got a lot of people here tonight. It's wonderful. Earlier, before we started, I was asking if everybody had picked out their, I almost said their Christmas tree costumes, their Halloween costumes. But hey, if you have a Christmas tree costume, good for you. I'm proud of you. You are way ahead of the curve. You have a Christmas tree costume. You know what, Haley? I'm proud of you. You do too, Star. Oh my god. You're going to a masquerade ball. Delilah. I want to go. Masquerade. Sorry. That was the Phantom of the Opera. I'll stop. This is not a concert. It's not open mic night. Hiccup. Something happened and it stole all of our voices. And you know what? That's on some Ursula stuff right there. I don't know what kind of beef she's got with Fall, but hey, it's not my problem. That's her problem. So some of us are in Discord, some of us are in the Second Life group. We're gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. Ah. We learned about some fall leaves and the science behind them. We also learned that Smile Grove Dentistry is having 20% off all their treatment packages until October 15th. So if you want to come and get your teepees brushed, take cute pics, get a swag bag with really fun toothpaste as fun as bubblegum, berry, taki, mint, wild berry, eucalyptus, honey, lavender, mint, and more, you already know where to go. Smile Grove. Are you sure, Joella? There's a lot of candy coming up. Mmm. Bake sales and the like. Mm-hmm. Taki flavor. Maya, that's what I'm saying. That Taki flavored toothpaste, I need to know. Is it the red bag? The blue bag? Is it multiple bags of Taki? Maybe it's combo bag. Hot Cheetos and Taki. Oh my gosh. What's the other one? Hot fries? Used to love them when I was a kid. Hot fries. Because you could get them in a little tin can. Yes! And then Kama's over there. He eats like them hot pork rinds. Mm-mm. Ew. Spicy isn't nicey. You know, I wonder if you could make frogs spicy. I think we should tap into a spoonful of frogs written by Casey Lyall and see about potentially spicy frogs. Maverick! Maverick, you're speaking the truth. You are right. I don't think you'd like it either. Who done it? Mm-mm. A spoonful of frogs. written by Casey Lyall. And this is a hard one for me to read because, I'm a frog. But we'll get through it together. A witch's favorite treat is frog soup. Oh, okay. It's easy to make and it's healthy too. You start by placing your cauldron over the fire. You fill it with water, add a pinch of salt, a sprinkle of pepper, and 22 cloves of garlic. No more, no less. You chop up 6 potatoes and 3 carrots and toss them into the cauldron. Make sure that you mix a cup of fly extract in as well. Adds a little extra spice. Ooh, re-invite you to where? The in-world? The SL? I got you. I got you. On the in-world, here. On the SL, here. There you go. So, the last and most important ingredient is a spoonful of frogs. Oh. This will add a kick of flavor and a pop of color. She could have just used leaves. We learned about this. You place the frogs on the spoon.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. You grab the frogs and you put them on the spoon. Okay, you get the frogs and you put them on the spoon. You find all the missing frogs now and you place them on the spoon. Yes. Me either. So you scoop the frogs up with a spoon. Okay, now you chase the frogs. Hi-ya! Almost got them! And you trap them in a pot. Ah, that'll do the trick. And tip them out onto the spoon. Okay, they're everywhere. You put the spoon on the frog and slide the frog onto the spoon. All right, we'll just get another spoon. Okay, so now we have 2 spoons to scoop up the frogs. That's the trick. It's not 1, it's 2. And up! He jumped out the window. Oh my goodness. He jumped out the window. Put the frogs. Put the frogs. Honk, 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 honk. The Mr. Pickles van honks. Put the frogs on the spoon. Yes, there they are. The frogs. Put the frogs on the spoon. Gotcha. Slip frogs. Pickles. Pickles. Pickles are an acceptable substitute for frogs in this recipe. Add a spoonful of pickle, stir well, bring the soup to a boil for about 1 hour, and then serve hot. And enjoy with friends. Your new friends, your froggy friends. I know, right? I thought the same thing, Annie. Pickles for soup, who was doing that? Apparently, this witch lady is doing that. You were scared for the frog. Me too. I was also scared for the frog. When I picked this book out, I had to be sure it was gonna have a happy froggy ending. Okay. Yep. Call into here. I don't know if everybody here is aware. For those just coming in, I am reading in Discord and in group because Sound Voice of the Region stopped working for all of us. If it's easier, and then okay, there we go. Take your time. Ah, our froggy friends are safe. Okay, what were we talking about earlier? Getting dressed up in fall clothes. I remember that. Was it any? I can't remember. We were talking about something about clothes, and I said we're about to learn about some clothes in a few minutes. Well, here's that few minutes. Hello to everybody that just joined in the Discord. Hello, hello. Okay, okay. Everybody's got the right tags now. Sometimes you do. You're right. And this lady, let me tell you, there was an old lady who swallowed some leaves. She has an entire series of books about random things that she does that with. I didn't even know this was a thing until now. And we're going to see what she gathers up in her body of her person for fall. It's giving very Kirby. Y'all are sounding like that puffer fish with the carrot. Right? I mean, so do frogs, but you know. You know, we know. I know, you know, I know. Oh! Can craft during this. Just message. Oop. Miss Soleil for your craft. This is very true. Oh, where'd she go? I lost her. Edit. So prefer gummy flies? I thought so. Welcome back, Star. I waited for you to come back. We're going to start our next book. You're welcome. Called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed Some Leaves by Lucille Colandro. This one's a wild ride, so please hang on to your hats. There was an old lady who swallowed some leaves. I don't know why she swallowed those leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Welcome back, Haley. There was an old lady who swallowed a shirt. It didn't hurt to swallow that shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves. I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Right. There was an old lady who swallowed a pumpkin. She wasn't a bumpkin to swallow that pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with the leaves. I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Yeah. There was an old lady who swallowed a pole. She was on a roll when she swallowed that pole. She swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves. I don't know why, though, that she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. There was an old lady who swallowed some pants. She started to dance when she swallowed the pants. So she swallowed the pants to cover the pole. She swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves. And I still just don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she will sneeze. I agree, Annie. I agree. And after this, a dentist. And she could do that at Smile Grove Dentistry. Her metabolism. There was an old lady who swallowed a rope. She didn't mope when she swallowed that rope. She swallowed that rope to tie up the pants. Oh, okay. But she swallowed the pants to cover the pole. And then she swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. Then she swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. And then she swallowed that shirt to fill it with the leaves. I'm still unsure the whole preface for swallowing the leaves in the first place, so perhaps she will sneeze. There was an old lady who swallowed some hay. She didn't say why she swallowed the hay, but she did it with ease. And then she started to sneeze. Ah! Ah! Choo! Woo, 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 woo. And out from that sneeze, you can see the pumpkin, the rope, the pole, the hay, the leaves, the pants, and the shirt. Happy fall! The end of There Was a Lady Who Swallowed Some Leaves. Yeah! Right. And and this isn't the first book that she has where she be swallowing things, so I guess for Christmas I'm gonna have to get the Christmas book so we can see if she swallows a tree and some ornaments and some lights or something. We can only surmise. You know, we got detective skills. I know. Maybe she was doing that this whole time to sneeze, and that's how she brings about like her allergy stuff for fall. I don't know. Yeah, her mouth was like Kirby. You know the little video game Kirby? Opens the mouth and he's like, ah, sucks it all up. That's the only thing I could think about. It did. And then it produced a little scarecrow. Kind of cute. Kind of gross. Apples. Apples everywhere. Learning about apple harvests by Robin Koontz. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that brings me to my next question. So our first question was about if you were ready for your costumes so soon, what your weather was. Are you, and I need this loud and proud, right? Team apples, like apple spice, or comma's already typing. He already knows. Or team pumpkin spice. Are you a pumpkin spice team? Are you okay, he's loud and proud for pumpkin. All right, we got one for pumpkin, two for apple, one for both. Okay, I guess I'll allow that. Ooh, that's hard. Okay, another for apple, another for pumpkin. Both? Okay, that's another. I'll allow it. Papa pumpkin spice, that's right. All right, apple's winning 5-4. Who's tying this? Caramel apple team, that's 6. Apple's in the lead. 7 makes me. I'm sorry. I had to do it to the pumpkin people. I'm sorry. I just can't get with it. I don't know. It's okay. That's right. You can take it. You got to cook them down and then eat them. Ooh, yeah. Pumpkin puree is a little. It's strange. But I mean, so is apple jelly sometimes, or like apple jam. It can be a little. What? What? Pumpkin tastes like hot dog. Maverick, wet dog. You only like pumpkin spice if there's pumpkin with it. Okay, so you mean like physical pieces of pumpkin? Like, would you do? I would eat a pumpkin soup, because there's like who's making apple soup? Am I right? But I still would want something else. I don't know. I will say I think for this crowd, apple won, but by 2. You're not a fan of like pumpkin, but pumpkin pie or a cookie or cake or coffee. Right. Pumpkin can be sweet or savory. That is also true, comma. Something that I guess an apple could be, but it really would have to strive. Would have to strive hard. You're a fan of oranges. Ooh. That's another thing. Like, I guess cranberry would be more. Is that a fall flavor or is that like Christmas? Oranges are the goat. Clementines, they're my favorite. I love them. Yeah. Be liking apple crayon. Cran has a flavor with everybody. I just saw a post today about cran banana. It I kind of hope it's real. Okay, oranges and cranberry are fall and winter. Where was it that we went where they gave us a clementine and a persimmon? I think it was like a
No.
clove, and we had to put cloves in the oranges. And apparently, a long, 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 long time ago, like in the 1800s or something, that's what people would do to scent their houses. They would just like shove clove bits in oranges, and it would just produce kind of like an aroma perfume. Your what do you call them? Little sticks, the scenty sticks, or like your scentsy,
Yes.
that kind of thing. Yes, NEC, you know, you're making a cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, potpourri, when you would just like let something simmer on the stove, or your parents and the whole house would smell like deliciousness, only for you to find
No.
out it was just for the smell. Ugh, patchouli. Mmm, patchouli's so strong. Yeah, we used to have that kind of stuff in the bathroom with them creepy crocheted doll dresses. Mm-mm. You like pine cone and cinnamon? Oh, that's true. Cinnamon, I feel like, can be both a fall and a Christmas flavor smell. You could do, yep, like Kama said, a simmer pot with cinnamon, orange peels, and a little bit of vanilla. Yummy. The crocheted dolls over the toilet paper. Blech. Patchouli smells like grandpa. That's right. Who said it? That's so true. Mm-hmm. Kama's dad was a retired executive chef, and he would just have a simmer pot going every day in the fall on the stove. So Kama, in turn, now has all these fancy little recipes for stuff. And I as an apple person, I've only ever been to like an apple festival, which was really neat. They made these pancakes for a college, and it was like apple butter in the middle of the pancake that was flavored apple with bacon. Like, whoa, it was delicious. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, comma. Thank you. Or the in-world group, whichever's easier. Uh, I don't know how to invite. Uh, my brain bird. Wait, I got it. Okay. So now that we have had our Team Pumpkin, Team Apple, we are going to learn about apples everywhere. And I feel like I now owe it to the pumpkin people to find a pumpkin book for my next reading so I can have Team Pumpkin. Okay. I will do for you. But for now, we're going to learn about the apple harvest. With apples everywhere. Plants are turning brown, and we learned the science behind that. And the air smells fresh. And it feels chilly. Brr. It's not summer anymore. It's time to pick apples. Wow, look at all them apples. At the apple orchard, trees sag with the ripe fruit. Welcome to our apple harvest. You pick 'em today, right now. Apples come in shades of red, yellow, or green. Apples can be small as a cherry, or they can be as big as a grapefruit. Wow, this one's huge. I got it. In the orchard, people are busy picking and packing apples. Fruit ladders help the workers reach apples high up in the tallest of tallest trees. We need a lot of help in the autumn. We could eat some of those for you. Mm. Don't drop that. Workers will put the apples in the boxes, and it is best to store them in a cool place. An apple rots really quickly when it's bruised, so that's why you don't want to drop them too much. Apple worms live inside of some apples. It's true. It's the unfortunate truth. And apple worms are really moth caterpillars. The caterpillars will then eat the seeds and the fruit. And later, they'll just squirm their way on out. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? Finding half a worm. Ugh! I never thought about it like that. Nasty. Some apples taste. Joel! I'm sorry. That got me real good. Oh, my close is throwing up. Some apples taste tart, and people like to use them for baking pies. Hence our Team Pumpkin Teen Apple conversation. I like the sour ones. Pucker up. What was that? The Granny Smiths? Okay, so now we got to get into our favorite apples. I like the, what do you say, the Gala apples? Kama likes, what is it? The the Honey Crisps. Yep. Lady Pink. Golden Delicious is good too. Yes. And the Pink Ladies. I need to try one of them. Honey Crisps. Yeah, those are pretty good too. The Gala apples are tiny. Think more probably the size of a clementine. If you get them on the smaller side, you can get them in a bag or you can buy them individually, but they're very good. You eating peaches in real life? I have some peaches to eat later. Okay, do you like applesauce? And if so, do you like it with or without cinnamon? Ooh, crab apples. Yeah, I haven't had a crab apple in a hot minute. He did. He had brought home an apple once that was like the size of my kneecap. It was crazy. Okay. In the pouch, Danny, I've just had some of that recently, with one with cinnamon and one without, and it was pretty good. I've never had like a pouch snack.
Food.
I'm a fan. Yeah, say food for the win. You use your apple from the cider. Oh man, I love apple cider. I love it. Banana applesauce is the best. Now that I have not had, and that sounds delicious. Sweet and crunchy apples are the best for a munchin', and apples can be used for games too. Let's go bob for some apples. We can bob for apples because they float. I have never done this successfully. I have always been way too scared to put my face in water for an apple. Have you been braver? It is. I've seen it. People get drenched. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. It's yeah. You choke. I don't put it past you. I think I would have as well. You've been traumatized. Oh no. The secret is to use your mouth to suction the apple and then bite it. Thank you, comma. I will never apply that knowledge, but it is good to know. Pin it to the side and then bite it. Okay. I agree. I feel that, Annie. Cider is made from apples. First, the fruit is crushed, then the apple juice is poured into a bucket. What's that sweet smell? It's apple cider. People have harvested apples for thousands of years, and it's fun to celebrate the apple harvest with others. And then there's a recipe in the back for making your own dried apple wreath, which if you are currently doing the wreath craft, you can pretend it's an apple one. Or you can put your own apples on it. Apple juice versus apple cider, what is the difference? Oh, I don't know. They don't cover that in this book. There is none. Ta-da! No. The end. I don't know. Well, cider is served warm, right? Because you don't usually have a cider cold. That's, I guess, what the juice is for. Cider gross, juice good. Sometimes I can agree with this. I guess it just depends on what kind of temperature you want. Like cider cold. Oh, you fancy. It tastes like fall in my mouth. Penny. Oh my gosh. Y'all are funny today. You like it? Yes, that's the way to do it. That's the way. Or anywhere that's going to have a horse. You know, if they have a lot of barnyard animals, they usually make a good cider and stuff like that, or juices. Oh, let's see here. Haley said apple juice is filtered and pasteurized, and it is sweet and clear. Cider is unfiltered and unpasteurized and more cloudy and rich. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Haley. Nope, our Walmarts didn't either. I like that explanation too. That makes so much sense. Thank you. The more you know. Ta-da-da. Should we end on Raffi's surprise, or should we end on The Nightmare Before Christmas? Are you sure? Is it too soon? Encore. Okay. I think that's only fair. Our whole voice just said bye, peace out, Girl Scout. So we should. Let's treat ourselves, like that lady said from Parks and Rec. Treat ourselves. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you see us all. Welcome to having sight. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Ooh, one more wreath craft. If you haven't claimed your craft yet, now is the time. You better get that craft. While we unlock what the surprise is that Raffi could be holding on to. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. Raffi's Surprise by Julia Hubery. Raffi Raccoon loves his home. He loves the long, swishy grass and the sparkling stream, and the rustling and rippling trees. But best of all, Raffi loves Old Father Oak. Raffi was born in a cozy den, high in Father Oak's sturdy trunk. He learned to climb on Father Oak's strong branches in the spring. And all summer long, Raffi played in the shade of Father Oak's green leaves with his friends, Chip and Blackbird. On the first day of autumn, Raffi woke early, ready to play. He left a morning kiss on his mother's whiskers, and he tiptoed out to find Chip. But where Father Oak's leaves were, all Raffi could see was silvery mist. When he crept to the end of the branch, he saw that the leaves were still there. But wait, there was a pretty golden leaf amongst the green. Should he, pick it? Would Father Oak mind? Suddenly, the leaf dropped, twirling away in the mist. Maybe Father Oak wants me to have it. As Raffi scampered after it, another leaf dropped out of the mist. Then another. 1, 2, 3, 4, more and more. Raffi rushed to catch the leaves, but there were just too many. Was something wrong with Father Oak? The chilly mist made Raffi shiver. Maybe Father Oak is cold too, he thought. So he gathered the leaves and piled them into a blanket over Father Oak's roots. Just then, Chip peeked round Father Oak's trunk. Raffi, what you doing? Asked Chip. Oh, I'm making a blanket for Father Oak. He's losing his leaves because it's cold, answered Raffi. It's a lovely blanket, said Chip. But look, the leaves are still falling. Maybe he's crying. Father Oak must be sad. Let's hug him better, said Raffi. The friends put their arms around Father Oak and hugged him. But still the leaves fell. Blackbird, quick, come help us, called Raffi. Father Oak is crying, so let's hug our huggiest of hugs and sing our happiest of songs. Their singing woke Raffi's mother. What's happening? She asked. Father Oak is crying, and all his leaves are falling away, and we're trying to cheer him up, they cried. Don't worry, little ones. He isn't crying, she said. He's telling us that autumn is here and that winter is coming, Raffi's mother explained. What is winter? They asked. Well, winter is a cold, dark, sleepy time when all the leaves and the flowers hide away, she said. Ah, winter sounds horrible, said Raffi. But without winter, there would be no room for spring, said his mother. Everything would be tired and always the same. What shall we do with Father Oak's leaves then? Asked Raffi. Well, we make our own blankets for our winter sleep, said his mother. Soon all the animals were busy gathering leaves and food for their winter stores. Through golden autumn days they ate and ate until they were as fat as could be. Ah, is it time for our winter sleep yet? Raffi asked. Not quite. We still have one more job to do. And she gave Raffi 5 acorns. We must make beds for them, she said. So they dug 5 little holes and tucked them snugly into the ground. What will happen? Asked Raffi. Well, they'll sleep all winter long, just like us, she said. And then, when spring comes, wait and see. Then they curled up together in their den, and Raffi's mother sang a winter lullaby until Raffi fell sound asleep. Snug inside Father Oak, they drowsed away the dark days of wind and ice and snow. One morning, Raffi woke to a tinkle in the air. He poked his nose out of the den. Father Oak's branches sparkled with new leaves. Mummy, he shouted, I think it's spring now. She rubbed the sleepy dust from her eyes and peeked out too. Are the acorns awake yet? She asked, and they peered down, and there, on the ground below, was a wonderful surprise. From each little bed that they had dug, 2 tiny oak leaves pushed up and into the sun. Look! Raffi cried excitedly. Our acorns have turned into baby oak trees. So they have, smiled his mother. And if you help Father Oak look after them, one day they will become a big oak tree just like him. The end. A Raffi surprise. Yay! I think that's my favorite story. It's very fall. I think it's the falliest of the ones. The end. That's right. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's already 6 p.m. We're going to do our encore story. And then you can scamper on home to do your crafts or tell your parents that your teeth need immediate brushing because tonight's just been too sweet. It's just been too sweet. And plus, who wouldn't want to taste all these flavors of toothpaste? I'd ask for a combo flavor if you were me, if I was you. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Scoot's close. Yes, get closer. Come on in. It's my favorite book. Pumpkin spice toothpaste needs to be made. Well, we'll jot that down. You agree? And now, we're ready to officially kick fall off, if we haven't already until this point in time, with The Nightmare Before Christmas, written and illustrated by Tim Burton himself. Dun, 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 dun. My page is gray. I must wait. I am at the mercy of SL. Okay. Nightmare has always meant a lot to me. To revisit it after 20 years and add a few additional illustrations, it has been a special experience, and I hope that you enjoy this new edition. Tim Burton. This was the book that they was released for their 20-year anniversary, and I don't know if you know, but most of your local theaters will usually bring The Nightmare Before Christmas to the theater for you to watch every anniversary that it is out. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. It was late one fall in Halloween land, and the air had quite a chill. Against the moon a skeleton sat, alone upon a hill. He was tall and thin, with a bat bow tie. Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same. I'm sick of the scaring, the terror, the fright. I'm tired of being something that goes bump in the night. I'm bored with the leering, my horrible glances, and my feet hurt from dancing those skeleton dances. I don't like graveyards, and I need something new. There must be more to life than just yelling boo! Then out from a grave, with a curl and a twist, came a whimpering, whining, spectral mist. It was a little ghost dog with a faint little bark, and a jack-o'-lantern nose that glowed in the dark. It was Jack's dog Zero, and best friend he had, but Jack hardly noticed, which made Zero sad. All that night and through the next day, Jack wandered and walked. He was filled with dismay. Then deep in the forest, just before night, Jack came upon an amazing sight. Not 20 feet from the spot where he stood were 3 massive doorways carved in wood. He stood before them, completely in awe, his gaze transfixed by one special door. Entranced and excited, with a slight sense of worry, Jack opened the door to a white, windy flurry. Thud! Jack didn't know it, but he'd fallen down in the middle of a place called Christmas Town? Immersed in the light, Jack was no longer haunted. He had finally found the feeling he wanted. And so that his friends wouldn't think him a liar, he took the presents-filled stockings that hung by the fire. And he took the candy and the toys that were stacked on the shelves. And a picture of Santa with all of his elves. He took the lights and the ornaments and the star from the tree. And from the Christmas Town sign, well, he took the big letter C. He picked up everything that sparkled or glowed. He even picked up a handful of snow. He grabbed it all, and without being seen, and he took it all back to Halloween. Back in Halloween, a group of Jack's peers stared in amazement at his Christmas souvenirs. For this wondrous vision, none were prepared. Most were excited, though a few were quite scared. For the next few days while the lighting For the next few days while the lightning and thundered, Jack sat alone and obsessively wondered, why is it that they get to spread laughter and cheer while we stalk the graveyard spreading panic and fear? Well, I could be Santa. I could spread cheer. Why does he get to do it year after year? Outraged by this injustice, Jack thought and he thought. Then he got an idea. Yes! Yes, why not? In Christmastown, Santa was making some toys, when through the din he heard a soft noise. He answered the door, and to his surprise, he saw weird little creatures in strange disguise. They were all together, ugly, and rather petite, as they opened their sacks and yelled, "Trick or treat!" Then a confused Santa was shoved into a sack and taken to Halloween to see Mastermind Jack. In Halloween, everyone gathered once more, for they'd never seen a Santa before. And as they cautiously gazed at the strange old man, Jack related to Santa his masterful plan. "My dear Mr. Claus, I think it's a crime that you've got to be Santa all of the time. But now I will give presents and I will spread cheer. And we're changing places. I'm Santa this year. It is I who will say Merry Christmas to you, so you may lie in my coffin, creak doors, and yell boo. And please, please, Mr. Claus, don't think ill of my plan, for I'll do the best Santa job that I can. And though Jack and his friends thought they'd do a good job, their idea of Christmas was still quite macabre. They were packed up and ready on Christmas Eve, when Jack hitched his reindeer to his sleek coffin sleigh. But on a Christmas Eve, as they were about to begin, a Halloween fog slowly rolled in. Jack said, "We can't leave. This fog is just too thick. There will be no Christmas, and I can't be Saint Nick." Then a small glowing light pierced through the fog. What could it be? It was Zero, Jack's dog. Jack said, "Zero, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" And to be so needed was Zero's great dream, as he joyously flew to the head of the team. And as the skeletal sleigh started its ghostly flight, Jack cackled, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." 'Twas the nightmare before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was peaceful, nope, not even a mouse. The stockings all hung by the chimney with care, when opened that morning, would cause quite a scare. The children all nestled so snug in their beds would have nightmares of monsters and skeleton heads. The moon that hung over the new fallen snow cast an eerie pale over the city below. And Santa Claus's laughter now sounded like groans, and the jingling bells like chattering bones. And what to the wandering eye should appear but a coffin sleigh with a skeletal deer, and a skeletal driver so ugly and sick they knew in a moment that this can't be Saint Nick. From house to house, and with the true sense of joy, Jack happily issued each present and toy. From rooftop to rooftop he jumped and he skipped, leaving presents that seemed to be straight from a crypt. Unaware that the world was in panic and fear, Jack merely spread his own brand of cheer. He visited the house of Susie and Dave. They got a Gumby and Pokey straight from the grave. Then on to the home of little Jane Neiman. She got a baby doll possessed by a demon. A monstrous train with tentacle tracks. A ghoulish puppet wielding an axe. A man-eating plant disguised as a wreath. And a vampire teddy bear with very sharp teeth. There were screams of terror, but Jack didn't hear. He was much too involved with his own Christmas spirit. Jack finally looked down from his dark, starry frights and saw the commotion, the noise, and the light. Ah, why, they're celebrating! It looks like such fun. They're thanking me for the good job that I've done. But what he thought were fireworks meant as goodwill were bullets and missiles intended to kill. Then amidst the barrage of artillery fire, Jack urged Zero to go higher and higher, and away they all flew like a storm of a thistle until they were hit by a well-guided missile. And as they fell on the cemetery way out of sight, was heard "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Jack pulled himself up on a large stone cross, and from there he reviewed his incredible loss. I I thought I could be Santa. I had such belief. Jack was confused and filled with great grief. Not knowing where to turn, he looked toward the sky. Then he slumped on the grave and started to cry. And as Zero and Jack lay crumpled on the ground, they suddenly heard a familiar sound. "My dear Jack," said Santa, "I applaud your intent. I know wreaking such havoc was not what you meant. And so you are sad and feeling quite blue. But taking over Christmas was the wrong thing to do. I hope you realize Halloween's the right place for you. There's a lot more, Jack, that I'd like to say, but for now I must hurry, for it's almost Christmas Day." He then jumped in his sleigh, and with a wink of an eye, he said, "Merry Christmas," and he bid them goodbye. Back home, Jack was sad, but then, like a dream, Santa brought Christmas to the land of Halloween. The end of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The end.
The end. Are you feeling ready for fall now, Mr. Krabs? Yes.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Yay. Oh, yeah. Let's get a howl. Thank you so much, Soleil, for having me here today at Smile Grove Dentistry, even with our voice hiccups. I appreciate everybody for staying and sticking through and listening to our fall-themed stories and crafting your wreath crafts. Don't forget to take your pictures and post it to them and post it on social media. And don't forget, for when you tell all your parentals or your guardians, that Smile Grove Dentistry is having 20% off all packages from now until the 15th of October, which is just in time to prepare them teeth for all that candy. You're welcome.
No.
No. Well, then your grown-ups can come and get their teeth taken care of. I don't have teeth, so I just have gums and a very long frog tongue. See? Wait, I'll show you. See? Yes.
Oh, wow.
And don't forget to join the Smile Grove Discord. I know. That's how I catch all my bugs. If I had teeth, I'd probably have bugs in my teeth.
Frog lady.
It's the frog lady. Yeah. Bye. Bye, everybody. I hope you had a great time here with me today. It was lovely meeting you for the first time or seeing you again. I can't wait to see you at lots of pumpkin patches. Oh, and don't forget, trunk and treat. There's going to be a trunk and treat here at Smile Grove closer to the, ending time of October. And I have always wanted to go to a trunk and treat.